Hello and welcome to the final Jinja Island Parley. This is it. We've reached the end of the road. I've still got a lot of work to do. I'm not going to finish, I don't think, after this. I'm going to go back to the house. I've got a lot of clearing up to do. I did barricade the windows and the doors to try and stop all the dust going in, carving the walkway board today, but there's still a lot of dust in the house that all needs cleaning up. I'm going to give the whole place a scrub. Probably be up till quite late tonight, making the place look presentable. Tomorrow, I've got a couple of little bitty jobs to do. I've got a couple more boards to write. Crumbs, we're still not organised the design for our plank. Cozy, just tell me what you want writing on it. You don't need to have a design. I mean, I'm not that great an artist. Did you see the lobster I made today? Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I'll do a couple more boards in the morning. But I want to get that whole area cleared where I've been cutting the wood, because it's a stupid place to cut. Well, it's not a stupid place to cut the wood. It's a good place to cut the wood. It's just that it's so close to the house that all the sawdust goes into the house. So I'll be moving that downstairs tomorrow. I'm moving all the wood downstairs as well. I still want to make some signs around the island. I might make a note. So I get on Google Maps and work out how far places are, like Liverpool and Melbourne and Bocastown, New York City places, and then I'll have signs up, like Driftwood's a sign up as you come onto the island. See how far away things are. That is a possibility. So we've got no beer. We've run out of beer. It's got to be the right thing. Just the letters is pointless. Well, Cozy, I'm literally leaving here in the morning, and setting things up to do the plank is a big pain in the arse. So yeah, letters is all you're gonna get, I'm afraid. As pointless as that may sound, but yeah, I'm not gonna draw a picture. I'm gonna do some amazing abstract design. I'm not, because I don't have the time. I would like to this is my last night here on the island. The 2.5 months of working solid. I would like to just, I don't know, kick back and relax on me hammock, but there's still so much to do. There is so much to do. It's not one of those just ongoing projects, isn't it? It's one of those things. There's always going to be more things to do. There's always going to be one more project, one more little thing that needs to just be done. But as the island stands now, as the house stands, you can have a hot shower. You can wash the dishes. You can cook a roast meal. You can put all your food in the fridge. I mean, and you can sleep in a nice queen size with a lovely queen size mattress with a fan on you all night. So I mean, yeah, I think it might be a bit of a stretch for 4 people to stay in the house, but if it's just 2 people staying in the house between now and when I come back in March, I think that'll be all right. That'll be all right. Do a tour of the island. Oh, I'm not doing it right now, Glasgow, because it's getting dark. But yeah, tomorrow I'll do a tour around and show everything done. That's another thing I've got to do. I've got to do a video like showing all the things that I've done. I've been here. Oh God. Oh, do you know what? A few times in my life I thought, do you know what would be great? You know, if you could just have like a magic remote control, you could just pause time and you could go and do stuff that you need to do, and then you press play. That would be awesome. Or like Zach and Saved by the Bell, just going like time out and everyone stops. Before you go, yeah, before the island's a good idea. I need to do that. Write some of this shit down. Make a note, because otherwise I'll forget. Right, so do video tour. So it's also stuff like, if I want to do a video tour, I need to remember to put my video camera on charge tonight. Charge cameras. Cool. Oh, yeah, take photos. Show everything you've done to improve it. Yeah, I will. The thing is, it's kind of mad. Like, obviously, the walkway is like the big thing that everyone sees, like, you know, big and epic and stuff. But there's like little things like this light here, which I pointed out before. That light there, that eternal flame, and that little roller behind at the top of my hammock there. I mean, that was quite a big job, but take a photo of it. It doesn't look like it, but it meant putting a solar panel on this roof. Yeah, on this roof. So yeah, it was that. It's like fixing boards on the boardwalk here in the boat dock area. Like fixing boards. I mean, take pictures of it and go, look, we fixed the board. But yeah. Also, I need to tidy the island. I need to tidy the place up. Like, there's loads of crap everywhere, just leftover stuff from jobs that have been done. Like over when you walk off the jetty here, the engine from the motor from the boat from my old boat is still there. Need to move it, put it in the bodega, just put it away from everything. And there's other bits and bobs just need to be just put into the wheelbarrow and then moved somewhere. So what I might do, I'm just thinking like, you know, now I don't really want to do any more woodwork. I know there's a few more things to do. I need to put another electrical socket in the house by this couch. The couch still needs to be done, but I'm thinking I might just leave it and just say to Ishmael, okay, this needs doing, this needs doing, and just do it when you can, because it's not urgent. It's not like if I leave without doing it, then people can't stay here. But yeah, I'd rather spend the last few hours on the island tomorrow, like tidying the place up. Yeah, like Glasgow Kiss says, taking photos of what we've done, what we've achieved. The solar panels, the plumbing, the electrics, gas, all that kind of stuff. The worktops, the cupboards, the new bed. Yeah, there's lots of stuff to sort of just go, yeah, this is what we've done. But 2 months, man, it's just flown by. I know it is just the work of 3 or sometimes 4 people, but it just I think also because it is so hot here during the day. Like there's a point in the afternoon where it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, like, and your brain just shuts down. If you're in the middle of a job, it's okay because you just go into autopilot. But if you're not in the middle of a job, if you're trying to like motivate yourself to do something, it's just like siesta time. Preferably in high quality. Yeah, I'll film it in 4K on my video camera so I can edit it when I get home. Hello everyone, says Context. Hello Context. Lots of little things that turned into a big improvement. Well, yeah, I mean it's about making the island habitable. I mean, God, Marcus, when we got here, I mean, I was uncomfortable. I can't imagine what it must have been like for someone who never been here before. And the first night, there's no doors, there's no windows. We're sleeping in hammocks. We have this insane storm. We haven't had a storm since. We literally haven't had. We've had, a bit of a rumble of thunder, but not where it's like this huge bang and you think that the actual island's going to blow up. And that was the first night Marcus was here. We had this massive rain showers, massive thunderstorm, and then like immediately afterwards we had a flood. The whole island flooded, and Ishmael's like, "Oh, this doesn't normally happen." I'm like, bloody hell. So yeah, I think I'll be leaving Ishmael with a bit of a list of things to do. I'm going to make sure that before I go, I get him a smartphone because he has not one. He just uses his little like a normal crappy phone, and his daughters have got smartphones. I'm like, dude, your daughters have got better phones than you. But his smartphone got wet, which is a problem here. Like even if you're just like in a rainstorm or something, you've got a phone in your pocket, it gets wet, it's not working. So I'll get him like a cheap smartphone from the border tomorrow, and then he says he'll take some photos of anything more does once I go. Obviously, he's going to get the walkway finished. There's more concreting to do. Like I say, there's a few bits and bobs around the house that need doing. Yeah. But what's mad is like this is an extension on an extension, because I extended my time here by a week or so because I didn't think it would take that much longer to get everything done. And then Panama got taken off the red list, so it meant to go spend another 10 days here. Still, it's not enough. Still not. Big thank you to Marcus. He's an absolute leg end. He is indeed. That's very true. Were you embarrassed to bring Marcus to that? No, I mean, I'd spoken a lot before I came here, and I'd explained that we were going to be roughing it, and he said, no, he's happy to rough it. But I think there's like degrees of roughing it. I suppose in a way, if it had been cold, then that would have been a deal breaker. But because it's warm here all the time, it never really gets cold. It's not so bad. But Marcus really struggled with us, which is understandable. I mean, like, they go after certain people more than others, and also time of year is important. Like at the moment, I would expect to be getting eaten alive by the cheaters because of the time. It's getting dark. I'm right at the boat dock and stuff, but there's nothing. I'm not bitten at all. So, you know, didn't Marcus have 2 scares with the thunderstorm and the scorpion in his shirt in the first 3 days? Yes, Adam. Yes, he did. He had a scorpion in his shirt. Since then, we've found 2 more scorpions, I think. We found another one yesterday in the house. So, yeah, if you ever come here, keep an eye out for the scorpions. But no one's been bitten yet. But, yeah, we do get scorpions on the island. According to Ishmael, we might have a fox on the island. It's because something attacked one of the chickens last night. We don't know what the hell it was, but yeah, chicken in a really bad way. We had to kill it today, just because like it was really badly bitten by something. I said, well, what could have bitten it? You know, would you think it was pickle? He's like, no, it wasn't pickle. It was Zorro, like a fox. Morning, says Bayerberg. Veg Pie says hi all. Yeah, I think I don't know. I think for when I was explaining the place to Marcus, I'm pretty sure, because I remember saying this to him when we were discussing it. Pretty sure I said to him, it is like one of my friends stayed here for 6 weeks, like Marcus actually, and her appraisal of the place after staying here for 6 weeks was that it was like heaven and hell. Like when it was good, it was like absolute fucking paradise. It's the best place on earth. But when it was bad, it was horrible. It's like heaven and hell, and like nothing in between. So I think Marcus had a pretty similar experience. There were some moments where, you know, he was really enjoying himself, having a really great time. And all the times he was, what the hell am I doing here? Oh no, not a chicken. I like chickens. I know I would struggle with the humidity, says Glasgow Kiss. Humanity's not so bad. It's just like the fact that you jump in the water kind of helps. Also, you can have a shower, which helps as well. I'm gonna have a hot shower tonight. Wasn't a full moon night, was it? We're great. No, it's a full moon tomorrow night, I think. I think we're coming up with full moon. But yeah, not quite yet. Scorpions, put them in liquor that you'll have a manly man's drink. put scorpions in that. What are you talking about? It's matey talk. I'm not doing that. But yeah, I mean, as far as my experiences here, I mean, like, if it were honestly, if it wasn't for my family, if it wasn't for Kat, if it wasn't for the kids, like, I'd come home. I mean, it's a simple life here, but it's a lovely one. If you can suss out a way to work from home, so you don't actually have to go into an office or anything, why not? Why not live on a tropical island on the other side of the world? Why not? I don't understand this. You know, like companies that people are working for in the UK, they say, "Oh, no, you've got to be in the UK. You can't work from another country." Oh, why not? Everyone has the internet. I don't really get that. As long as you're not, like, taking the piss, as long as you're there and you're in the meetings and you actually get the work done, where does it matter where you are? And that could change everything. And these wankers saying, "Oh, you got to get back in the office." I mean, fine, if you love the office that much, go back in the office. But it's really interesting. A lot of the wankers telling people to go back to the office don't actually work in a fucking office. Richard Littlecock being a very good example of that in the Mail or the whatever crap periodical he writes for. He's able to work from the office. This guy's worked from home for 30 years. I was just, what? But no, if I could find a job that I could do on the island, and to be quite frank with you, I mean, after finishing the Odyssey expedition, winning the islands, I finished the Odyssey expedition at the beginning of 2013. I won this island at the end of 2013. I thought, great, I get myself a book deal. And book deal, you don't get much money for book deals. I mean, maybe if you're, maybe if you're famous already, you might get money. But if you're not, you get 10 grand, and that's for like a year's work. And I thought, well, actually, 10 grand to go quite far here. I mean, not if you have to fix the place up and buy a load of tools and pay for fuel and do all this kind of stuff. But if you're just living, if you're just existing on the island and doing work on your laptop plugged into the solar here, I mean, why not? Why not just write? And that's what I wanted to do. But unfortunately for me, I found it really, really hard to get an agent in the UK. You can't get a book deal unless you've got an agent. I really did find that doors were closed because I didn't go to some posh school. And I know people like, "Oh, Graham, you're always going on about private schools." It does really fuck me off that every time someone in the public eye does something to offend me, does something terrible, or just appears in the public eye, I look them up online and they're 97 times out of 100 they've gone to private school. I'm like, this isn't fair. This isn't right. What can you do? In your neck of the jungle, you have scorpion Metzel. Don't think that they had scorpions though. In our neck of the woods, we have vodka with actual scorpions in it. Vile shit. Not worth trying. Well, Barebag, I'm not a huge fan of vodka. I think I drank it when I was a teenager because it was cheap and whatever. Got Otto, but given the choice of spirits, more of a rum and whiskey. Like I love rum. Rum is good. Rum is good, but I don't. I'll drink beer on my own because I like it. It's refreshing. But whiskey, I mean, rum. It's kind of like a social thing. If I do it, that's why I've still got a whole bottle of Abuelo, which somebody left in the house. Which you haven't touched. So if anyone comes to visit, there's a bottle of rum for you waiting. The whole work from office thing is about investments held in commercial real estate. Yeah, it is. But I mean, it's so good for the environment for people not to do that daily commute, especially in their cars. It's about electric cars. We need to rethink how we get around. Like, we need to be getting public transport. We need to be promoting public transport more. We need subsidies for public transport. I'm not saying to make it like impossibly expensive for people to own a car or to have congestion charges that disproportionately affect people on lower incomes, which they do. I mean, it's a regressive tax congestion charges. If you're a multi-millionaire who's got 7 Ferraris, what do you care? Like, you have to pay 50 quid to go into town. It's chicken feed for you. I mean, Boris Johnson, multi-millionaire, he thought that £200,000 is chicken feed. I've been absolutely working my arse off these last 2.5 months out on this island. You've seen me sweat. You've seen the amount of work that Marcus has done, the amount of work that Ishmael's done, and Marino, everyone else who's helped out. And like, we've raised £7,000. I think that is absolutely amazing. That is just like staggering me that we could raise that much money in such a short amount of time. And I'm so grateful to everyone who's chipped in and helped out. And like, that to me is a lot of money. It's a lot of money. But to Boris Johnson, who thinks that £250,000 is chicken feed, to the person with 7 Ferraris who drives into the congestion charge in London, 50 quid's nothing. 50 quid is nothing at all. Absolutely nothing. For people on universal credit who were relying on that £20 top up, that boost that was given to them through COVID, and then the Tories were laughing about the fact they were taking it away from low incomes, people working, and they were taking this away at a time when prices for everything's going up. Brandy is the only spirit I will drink. Oh, I love brandy. Brandy's nice, isn't it? I haven't had brandy for ages. Maybe this Christmas I'll get some brandy. If I was still going into the office, I'd seriously consider getting Citron and me. You have heard, young man, when you get here, you need to swing by the nearest Polish pub and order yourself a Mad Dog. I'm not responsible for addictions to any of the ingredients. Get some Polish Mad Dog inside me. Yeah, but yeah, like I say, so the I know that congestion charges are disproportionate. I think they should be linked to your income. I think there's ways of doing that, or your worth, or your wealth. Sorry, not your worth, your wealth. However, I really want to see more investments in public transport. It seems mad to me that the EU is only now just bringing back sleeper services on trains, so you can go to sleep on a train and wake up in another city. That seems obvious to me, and it's something that I'd love to be able to do. And they're only just bringing it back now. How many toys do you have to dodge before the stairs, Lee Corn? Yeah, standing on Lego, ouch. So yeah, when I go back to the house in a bit, I'm going to be tidying up. I'll go on the what's it called? I go on the Discord and chat with everyone while I'm tidying, because that's easier. I can just leave the phone in the room. Sorry I didn't go on Discord last night, by the way. I think that I kind of got the whole Parley mixed up with the Discord thing, because I stayed on Parley for about 2.5 hours cooking food, which is something that I really should have done on Parley. Sorry, something I really should have done on Discord, but didn't get it done. But also be aware, I will be around. Although this is going to be the last official Parley Jinja Island, I will be going live when I get to Costa Rica. I'll be going live on Thursday when I'm traveling across Costa Rica to get on the plane. I'll be broadcasting live from the airport, and then I'll be broadcasting from Charles de Gaulle, and then I'll be broadcasting from Manchester when I get back. Oh, what's this? I cleared a lot of stuff out the weekend and put up 3 proper desks here, so it's a bit more professional. Good stuff, Lee Corn. Transport is always a difficult point. The car industry has way too much power. Yeah, it does. Get yourself a bar and a pool table, mate. I've got a pool table. I don't have a bar. Well, I kind of have a bar. I was setting up a bar in the back garden. I'll finish that in the summer. Pedestrians were robbed of their rights. That's very true. Really annoys me that it really fucks me off that cities are designed and have been designed for a long time around the needs of the car rather than the pedestrian. New York City is disgusting. It's there for the car in this stupid grid system, which is the most inefficient way of getting anywhere, because it just means loads of intersections where you have to have traffic lights. So getting anywhere in New York City is just a big traffic jam. But also, Like New York City stinks. New York City absolutely stinks. And I know it's New York. I know it's gonna make you dream. It's gonna make you feel brand new. I know you're spreading the news because you're gonna be part of it, and it's the city that never sleeps, and blah blah blah. But it fucking stinks. Why does New York stink worse than most cities I've been to? Well, I'll tell you why it stinks. Because there's no back alleys. There's nowhere to put your rubbish. They don't have wheelie bins either because no one wants to pay, for socialism, I guess. And so they just throw their rubbish on the street. It's like they wait for it to be picked up. And like in the middle of summer, like a sweltering hot summer, and just the smell of all this trash lying on every fucking street corner in New York, it just stinks. Absolutely stinks. Pisses me off. Also, China stinks as well. A lot of Chinese cities stink for a different reason. The drains in Chinese cities are done in a really stupid, shit way. Probably just concrete, shallow drains. So if you have a hot day in a Chinese city, generally you can smell the drains really badly. Then again, I mean, if you're in Liverpool city centre on a hot sunny day, like because the bins don't get emptied enough, the bins fucking stink as well. So, again, we do with more pedestrian-friendly cities. Although Liverpool's quite good for having a big pedestrianised area in the middle. Still can't believe that Oxford Street, is it Oxford Street in London? That's still not pedestrianised. That's kind of bad, isn't it? Make electric scooters legal again. I would be able to get everywhere I need without using up space on planes, trains, and automobiles. Looking like a dork, but still. Yeah, well, they have electric scooters in Liverpool. But you can only use like the ones that you can hire. You can't just use your own because they're illegal because of reasons. Constance, bye bye. Constance, where are you going, Constance? Is that the shopping out for everyone else or just me? Oh, maybe. I can hear the howler monkeys in the distance on Christabel. They're literally miles away and I can hear them. I only carry so much up, I can only carry so much up and down that lot at a time. It's problem with most people. Anyways, right. So, like I say, it's coming up to 6 o'clock now. I'm in Kensington and Chelsea. Bin men come twice a week. Bloody hell, veg pie. That's insane. We get once a week we get once every 2 weeks because once every 2 weeks they come for you recycling, and then the other 2 weeks, the alternative 2 weeks they come for every alternating week they come for your rubbish and then for your recycling. They're thinking about changing laws for scooters. Yeah, but they've got to do more important things first, like change the laws for people who break the law, by taking £500,000 from private companies and then lobbying on their behalf. The hours will be better when Graham gets back in the right time zone. Indeed. I'm not going anywhere, Glasgow. I'm saying goodbye to Jinja Island. How are you bearing up, big fella? It's a Glasgow kiss. I think it's Restream that caused the occasional dropouts. Yeah, it's probably my link as well, my internet. So I'm gonna head over to the Discord server. I will do a tour of the island tomorrow. I will do a tour of the island for you, where I'll take you on this phone around the islands. You can go and experience it, what's been done, and everything. I'll do it. Well, maybe before I do that with you, I'll do it with my video camera, so I get like a nice 4K roundup of what Marcus and I and Ishmael and Marino managed to do while we were here. We get rubbish and recycle collected twice a week, plus the little food waste bin once a week. We get. I've been Durham. You shouldn't have restreamed. Okay. Connection problems. So it's been half an hour. I'm going to wrap it up there. So that's it. Thank you so much for joining me on this crazy adventure, fixing up an island. What the hell am I thinking? Thanks to everyone who's donated and given something to help out. Really, really appreciate it. And I'm tired. I know I've still got a lot to do. Got things to do tonight. Got to pack. Got to pack. Jesus. You shouldn't have restreamed. Your internet was patchy. Hey man, how you doing? Oh, you legend! Look what Ishmael's just given me. Thank you, man. Do you want one? Oh, there you go. Cheers. It's very cold. Gracias, amigo. Did you get that from Esperanza?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, right. Well, listen, me and Ishmael over here, we're gonna have ourselves a beer. Yeah, right. And we'll see you on the Discord a little bit. Probably in about half an hour. And then tomorrow we'll do a little bit more Jinja Vision. But Ishmael is a legend. Yes, they're saying you are a legend. He is, yes. Don't forget to pack Marcus's chisel. No, Adam, I have to leave it here. I can't take it because I've only got hand luggage and it's too sharp. So there. Ishmael is a friend indeed. Yeah, absolutely. Lee Corn says beer. So I'm going to donate the chisel to to Ishmael, and Ishmael's going to look after Marcus's chisel very, very well. It should still be here when when I come back in March. Hoping to come back in March if we've got the De Niro. Okay, guys, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you soon. Take care. For those of you on the Discord server, which has just been given the link in the chat, I will see you tomorrow on Jinja Vision. Until then, take